Let's be honest, we've all stretched out an extra day or 2 or 5 of service from a single pair of underwear. Whether it's because you're on a trip, it's laundry day, or you're just feeling extra gross that week. After all, wearing your underwear a little too long isn't a criminal offense, and really, how bad can it get down there? Well, as it turns out, it can get pretty bad. Your downstairs hygiene situation can start to deteriorate after just 1 day, let alone 5. But this wouldn't be the Brainiac channel if we didn't push things to the extreme. So, in a bid to find out what's the worst that can happen, we've taken our favorite test subject, Brainiard, and confiscated all his underwear. Well, all but 1 pair. Say hi to the viewers, Brainiard. Now, let's say Brainiard could never change or wash his underwear ever again, or even go commando. What kind of nether region nastiness does he have to look forward to? Before we get into what would happen if you never changed your underwear, it might be prudent to let you know how often you should be changing your underwear. Experts tend to agree that we should change our undies daily, with sweatier people changing twice a day. That's because sweaty, damp groins are the perfect place for bacteria and yeast to grow. It's for this reason that experts also recommend changing immediately after a workout too. Really, anytime things get moist down there. To help with this, it's also recommended that people who are comfortable and able to do so sleep in the nude at night, as this gives things a chance to breathe and aerate. Now we know what you're thinking. If airing things out at night is good, airing them out all day must be even better, right? Well, don't strip your pants off just yet, because the answer is no, not quite. In theory, never wearing underwear makes sense, but unfortunately, stuffy old society dictates we wear clothes out and about. Yeesh. And most clothes don't come with an inner liner or something to absorb sweat, so things can get chafy and itchy down there very quickly. So, getting back to Brainiard and his underpant predicament, it seems like he's got a real fun time ahead of him. That was sarcasm, if you couldn't tell. As soon as he's 1 or 2 days into wearing the same pair of undies, Brainiard will feel a little less fresh downstairs as sweat begins to build up in the region. And if you think that sounds uncomfortable, just imagine the state his underwear will be in 1 year from now. Is the term swampy too gross of a description? Yeah? Well, too bad, we're sticking with it. And if you think that's gross, just wait. It gets grosser. While Brainiard takes great pride in his post-bathroom hygiene routine, it's really difficult to properly clean yourself down there without a bidet or taking a full-on shower. As a result, it's likely that his underwear will eventually stain due to repeated use and exposure to trace amounts of fecal matter and urine. Luckily, we usually wear underwear beneath our clothes, so no one will be able to see how gross Brainiard's underwear situation actually is. They may, however, be able to smell it. The longer you wear a pair of undies, the more your various discharges will build up in the fabric. Activated by the sweat and heat down there, they'll begin to smell after just a couple of days. Months and years down the line, they'll be pretty difficult for Brainiard's coworkers and friends to politely ignore. Gross feelings and smells aside, there are some serious health complications that can arise when you decide to forego changing your underwear entirely. Warm, moist places are a breeding ground for bacteria and fungi to grow, coupled with the building traces of fecal matter and urine. Brainiard is sure to get some kind of infection. Such infections could include yeast infections, which is a characteristic of genital pain, redness and swelling, and thick, white discharge. Gross. Or tinea cruris, also known as jock itch, which is caused by fungus, resulting in rashes, itching, and a burning sensation in your groin. In reality, there are a ton of different potential genital bacterial infections that could trouble your nether regions if you allow your underwear to get nasty enough. And in Brainiard's case, they're only gonna get worse. Unfortunately, Brainiard's skin will also feel the impact of his lack of hygiene, becoming flush with acne, pimples, and rashes due to the oil, sweat, and buildup of dead skin. This shouldn't come as a surprise. After all, you wouldn't wear a 3-week-old pair of underwear on your face and expect to stay breakout-free, so why would you wear it on your butt? It's important to keep your undergarments clean and clear of dirt and oil buildup if you want your butt to stay smooth as a baby's bottom, as the saying goes. Brainiard's only hope for this experiment is that his underwear gets so gross and overused, it literally disintegrates off his body. Denim jeans are made of a thicker, sturdier material than most underwear, typically lasting around 2 years years with heavy use and frequent washing. However, since Brainard's underwear is significantly thinner and softer, it is likely it will disintegrate significantly faster. Couple that with the fact that it'll be sweaty and gross a lot of the time, and it's possible it will fall apart within a year or less, finally freeing him from this era of torment. Ultimately, wearing the same pair of underwear for an extra day or two isn't going to do much harm, but hold off for much longer and you'll run the risk of some of the most beloved body parts you have becoming pimply, smelly, and infected. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and head on over to our Brainiac YouTube channel for more toilet humor and facts. See you later, Brainiacs.